Welcome back, everybody, to Overreaction Monday. We got a great one for you guys as it is week 18, end of the regular season. We got coaching firings everywhere. It's bittersweet. Regular season's over. We get to say goodbye to a lot of teams, but we got a lot to look forward to in the playoffs and start getting excited for the future, which is what we're about to do in this episode. But before we get into it, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that sub button. Stay tuned to everything NSP. All right. So today we're going to be talking about no other than a guy everybody had written off at the beginning of this season. Bryce Young is playing great at this end of the season, okay? Yes, he has looked bad his rookie season. At the beginning of the year, he looked bad, and then he got benched, and then they brought him back in, and he didn't really look that incredible, but also he wasn't playing horribly. It was up and down, a lot of growing pains still, but these past 3 games, he's been playing great with each of the past 3 games having a passer rating over 100 100 rating, or I don't know what you call it.
QBR. I don't know what they call it anymore.
Yeah, there's 2 different. There's a quarterback rating. There's a QBR or something like that. Passer rating and then a
passer rating.
Yeah. But he's been doing really well these past 3 games. I'm just gonna read off some stats. So 3 games ago, Cardinals 158 yards, threw for 2 touchdowns. Last week against the Buccaneers, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns. And his last game against the Falcons, with the Falcons playing all out trying to make the playoffs, the Panthers upset them, and he goes 73.5 completion percentage, 251 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he runs for another 2. A total of 5 TDs. 5 TDs. Incredible game from very young Bryce Young. I really hope that Dave Canales and the other staff on that offensive, that Panthers offensive side coaching can really continue to develop Bryce Young, and he's able to come into next year, get him some more weapons, get him some more offensive linemen, so that he can really feel really comfortable in his offensive system. Adam Thielen has been great, but I don't know how much more he's got on him as far as his longevity in the league. But get him some wide receivers, get him some offensive linemen, support the guy. I think he can really have an incredible season next year as he's gaining more and more confidence in Dave Canales' system. So I really feel good about Bryce Young in the future. I know this guy over here to my left definitely feels good about him. Vincent, how are you feeling about Bryce Young?
Well, do you guys remember how I used to feel about Justin Fields?
Oh boy, no.
Nothing like MVP status or anything for Bryce Young. But he's definitely a quarterback that I want to follow for like the next 5 years to see exactly like how much he progresses. Because I do think that he'll be a starter for at least the next 5 years, whether that's for the Panthers or whether him going to another organization after having a few good years. I really like Bryce Young. I think he definitely has a good emotional head on his shoulders. When he got benched, everybody was expecting him to sulk and, be this guy who's like, what the heck? You guys are going to sit me for that guy. But Andy Dalton did well for a little while, and then Bryce Young, I guess, kind of learned just a bit. But really, I think it just brought his confidence back. So I'm happy for him. He's doing it with pretty much these nobody guys who haven't even cemented themselves in the league besides Adam Thielen, Xavier Legette, Jalen Coker, who we'll talk about a little bit, and then another guy named David Moore. All super young guys, either rookies or, only having a couple years in the league with nothing really to show for it. And he's doing this to the Atlanta Falcons, who theoretically have a decent defense. And they were trying, like you said, to go all out to make the playoffs if the Buccaneers were to, falter, which they didn't. But there was always that chance. So, I don't know. I really like Bryce Young. I hope Dave Canales, ex-Seattle quarterbacks coach, I hope he can definitely keep it going with Bryce Young, and hopefully Bryce Young has a pretty good future there with the Panthers.
He definitely should. this next year is going to be very crucial for him. I've always said it on this podcast. You need 3 years to actually know what you have out of a quarterback, and I think that's out of most players as well, but definitely a quarterback. You got to give him 3 years of starting experience. I just still disagree with them benching him at the beginning of the year, but maybe it was the Kickstarter for him, maybe. But this is the 3rd year coming up. This is the real determination year to figure out, is this our guy for the future? Should we start looking to extend him? Should we start looking to pay him before the market explodes even further out there? There's going to be a lot of decisions going to have to be made after this 3rd year about how we feel about Bryce Young. I wish him nothing but the best. I really would like somebody to bring this Panthers organization out of the dumpster fire that it's been. And hopefully it's Bryce Young that is able to do that. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done from here until week 1 of next season in order for that Panthers team to be able to support him and for him to be ready, the quarterback they need to be able to start winning games. But Vince, you got anything else to say about Bryce Young?
Not too much. I mean, I feel like I did a pretty good job right now, but yeah, just best of luck to him. I really hope he does well. I seriously do think he's got a pretty good head on his shoulders and a good future ahead of him.
All right. Well, let us know down in the comments, guys, if you disagree with us about Bryce Young, saying he's absolute garbage. He's never going to make it in the league. He's too short. Put it down in the comments, guys, if you don't think he's going to make it, or if you agree with us. So hit that comment section. Let us know your reactions to this. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that like video. Hit that like on the video. Hit the sub button, and we'll see you guys next time. Keep on grinding.